Welcome back, special guest class of 2023. Tucker Richardson here to Hamilton, New York, this warm summer afternoon. Tucker, what brings you back to Hamilton and Colgate this summer?
I like coming back here as much as possible. I feel like Colgate's a second home, and any chance I get to come back, see you guys, work out with Coach Daly, I try to take advantage of it. Hopefully we'll be back later this summer for alumni too, with some other guys. Unfortunately, no one else is here right now, but still, any chance I can come back, I'm going to take advantage of it.
Well, it's always great to have you. 2 years professional, one in Finland, one in Belgium. As you look back to your Colgate years, what do you think's prepared you? Anything specific that prepared you for those first two successful professional seasons?
I think it's a good question. I feel compared to a lot of other American players that I've played with overseas, just like the way I approach everyday things, like showing up to practice every day and working hard and having good communication, like showing up with energy, even the things off the court, like getting good sleep, eating well. I just think the way we built a winning program here helped me bring some of those habits to these other places where I can tell just from being around other guys that it wasn't like that for everybody else. So I think even just off the court, mostly off the court stuff, it prepared me well. And then I would say on the court, like adaptability. I've been in two completely different situations now in my first 2 years. And I felt like, again, I was kind of ahead of people in terms of picking up on stuff just because of the way you guys were able to teach us things very quickly and allow us to be like learners. So yeah, I would say I feel very well prepared because of my time at Colgate.
2 successful seasons, again, another championship in Finland, maybe a game or two out of a regular season title in Belgium. As I look back, hopefully I can get all this correct. Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Student Athlete of the Year. I think that probably makes you the most decorated men's basketball Patriot League student athlete in the history of the league. Do you have a favorite memory from those 5 seasons that sticks out for you over all the others?
It's really hard. I would say outside of the championships, obviously. If I could pick one, it would probably be beating Syracuse at Syracuse my 5th year. For a couple reasons. Like one, personally, I had a really good game. I think it was my highest scoring game in college. Playing against the zone defense, sometimes you get hot and you just start making shots and then you never know what can happen. And then also just, it's always fun to win in the Dome. Like we also won the year before that, but that's just such a good feeling of being able to go there and beat that high major team from like the small school at Colgate an hour down the road. And so yeah, I think that was a great memory that I'll always have. And it's funny because there's actually a video of my parents before the game. They were saying like, what's going to happen for the game? My mom was like, I think Tucker's going to have his best game of his career today. And somehow it actually happened. So that also lives in my mind. And just seeing all the Colgate fans there, I think it's always a special moment.
It was a special couple years in the Dome. I hope that eventually we'll be able to go back there someday. So with your favorite memory not being a Patriot League, you were fortunate enough and part of some really good teams, 4 championships in those 5 seasons. Is there one that might stick out to you as more memorable? I know they're all the end of its own special journey, but is there one that sticks out for you?
They're all so unique. I was just thinking about that. Like freshman year, obviously the first one that Colgate had won in however many years. The COVID year was just special and unique in its own way. No fans in that shortened season. My senior year, beating Navy when they came kind of all the way back in the second half and we were on the ropes. And then my 5th year, I felt like sort of the whole time that we had it under control. But honestly, the more I think about it, I think it was probably the Navy game. Just because we had a really rough start to that season. I think we lost our first 2 Patriot League games too, or at least the first one. And I remember sitting there like, what is going on with this season? And then all of a sudden we rattled off a ton of wins. We got into the championship game, got a big lead. Navy comes all the way back, and I think we used sort of like our veteran, presence on the court to pull that game out. And just that was such a fun group, like with those guys, Ferg, Nelly, Z. Like it's just, all of them are it's really tough to choose, but I would say if I had to pick, it would be my senior year.
Yeah, Tuck, thanks for coming back. It's always great to be back on the floor with you. Having you in Hamilton brings back some great memories. Looking forward to later this summer when you and some of your teammates come back again.
I appreciate it, Coach.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Tuck.